Before we begin, let us start off with Kitab Al-Fatihah. Auzubillahi Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning to Deputy Dean of FST, Dr. Sakina Ali BC, Dr. lecturers and my fellow friends. My name is Muhammad Afiq bin Mustafa. I'm third year student ISA. It is my honor to be a moderator for this ISAC Talk Series 3.0 entitled Senpai Sharing Internship Experience with ISAdamant. Before we start our talk this morning, I would like to introduce to our three honorable speakers from ISAdamant. So the first one will be Kak Ain Hazwani Rizal, who currently working as project executive at SIS Army Sdn Berhad. And our second speaker for this morning is Kak Nur Amira binti Yahya, who currently working as an EUC engineer at Meseniaga. And our third speaker is Muhammad Khawarizmi Muhammad Rapi, who currently working as a junior game developer at Agriquip Machinery. So without further ado, let's move to our first agenda. I would like to ask each of our speakers to share their experience during internship. Maybe you can share with us at which company you apply and what is your job scope during the internship. So let's start with our first speaker, Kak Ain.
Okay. Can you hear my voice? Is I'm audible?
Yes, clearly.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay. My previous job scope in my internship experience is I can say as a web developer, and also I touch a little bit in IT audit in policy part, and also last but not least about security in multi SSL comparisons. So in Apache. My previous period company is Suruhanjaya Integrity Agency Pengurusan. It's a government agency. Yeah.
Oh, government. Internship in government. Okay. Wow, that's very cool. Anything you want to share about during your job scope? What is it? What exactly do you do?
Okay. Actually, when I get that offer, I don't know the detail about my job scope actually. So on my first day, I just get the first task is about Laravel web
Oh,
development. So
PHP
the
framework kan?
IT department,
Laravel. PHP
yeah,
framework.
PHP framework,
Yes.
PHP language framework, Laravel, yeah. But then the IT department is just we have only 4 people, and they have IT is always 24/7 busy, so we need to have our self determination untuk belajar. And then after that, they keep on coming the task macam ada multi SSL configurations. So itu pun belajar sendiri. Memang kalau ikutkan dalam ISAC untuk belajar, so kita macam memang Mr. Google is the most priority teacher yang kita ada lah. But then nak kata macam ada training pun tak ada. So macam kita kena macam saya cakap kena sendirilah. Tapi the best part in internship adalah they don't pushing, macam tak rushing ataupun tak push korang. Yang faham apa yang korang masih belajar. Itu the keyword untuk internship lah. Kalau nak kata the bad part ataupun macam benda yang tak best tentang internship adalah dekat MCO je lah. Itu je yang tak best. So sekejap on off di office. Lepas tu nak kena buat remote server But then korang pun macam tak faham sangat dengan nak remote server ke mana. Lepas tu nak kena pakai VPN lah, nak kena tu lah. So tu lah the worst case lah macam time internship period.
So you're not fully at the office lah?
No. So the first period, the first 3 months fully in office, but then my final month I need to work from home. So I need to enjoy je lah the MCO period.
Oh, I see. How many from ISAdamant work at the Suruhanjaya?
It's just me only because and I am the first student that work in a agency penguatkuasaan. So they
I
also
see.
shocked where can I get their the iklan and also the advertisement about the internship.
Oh, I see. Okay. So now you're working on the Swiss Army,
Yes, it's
as
army.
a project executive. What
Yep.
exactly the project executive do? Like,
Okay, actually, Swiss Army is about cybersecurity company in Kuala Lumpur. They have 3 branch. If you all notice, siapa yang ambil cybersecurity fundamental certificate with ISAC Malaysia. So you notice Sir Alan as our trainer.
LNC?
So
No. Oh,
Alan Yao, and
Alan Yao. Okay.
the main trainer. So he is actually the member of ISACA and the trainer for ISACA Malaysia, and he also the chief technology officer in Swiss Army.
Oh.
So I report under him. So the project I will manage all the projects that have been undergoing in Swiss Army. So for example, we have with Bank Negara. So that's one example. So I can say the project executive is under the project manager. So where we handle and rearrange all the schedule, and we monitor all our team members according to the due date and deadline. So that is project executive.
Oh,
Me.
I see. Okay. Okay. Anything else you want to share about your internship?
Uh,
Oh.
if you want to know, the huge difference between government and private sector is totally different.
Oh.
So and later on, I will explain how you want, which one you want to go. If you expect for a salary that is consistently and macam terjamin, so go to for government lah. But if
Government.
you want
Oh.
to more in experience and also in work handling, hands-on training, so better you go for
Private
private sector.
sector.
So that is
Oh,
the
okay.
big difference lah.
Okay, thank you, Kaim, for the sharing. So can we move on to our second speaker, Kak Amira? So now, can you share with us your experience during the internship?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Very good morning to everyone.
Morning.
Dr.
Salam.
Sina and ISA students, but maybe also some alumni here. I'm Nur Amira binti Yahya, currently working as a UC engineer at Mesin Niaga Berhad. During my internship, I also did my internship with Mesin Niaga Berhad as an IT intern. So what I want to share is my experience during internship as IT intern is Mesin Niaga Berhad is actually more to support services, IT support services. They also have many services. They usually give as a vendor to other company. So my internship, I done it at IDOCO Group, which is one of Mesin Niaga client. So from IDOCO Group, I give IT support to the IT team at IDOCO Group. So I work as an external staff there. So during my internship, which is very interesting because currently if we in computer science, we thought we will have only opportunity to do internship for programming or maybe security. But for me, I didn't have any programming task during my internship, but give support services, or you could say service desk, where For example, I provide my assistance in hardware and software that is utilized in IDOCO Group. Mostly in IDOCO Group, they use, which is different at every company. IDOCO Group is actually a sub company for Axiata, so which is they mostly utilize Microsoft products there. So what I mostly do is troubleshoot with Office products such as mostly Outlook and OneDrive, which is totally, what do I say? I don't have much experience in it
Oh, I see.
because Outlook is email app, which is maybe similar to Gmail but in a app form, but it's it operates differently because of it has its own server, which is a new experience to me, and also OneDrive. I think for USIM students, they provide OneDrive also in Rauda account. So hopefully everyone can uh, utilize it. Because I think most big companies have started to use cloud storage and mostly OneDrive. There are many kinds of issues that I never faced during my study journey. So that is the first one. I mostly work with Office 365. And then the second one is laptop configuration. I mostly work configure their as IDOCO Group provide laptop for each staff. So I need to configure their laptop according to the company policy and procedures.
Oh,
There are some issues, laptop issues that I face is like blue screen, or maybe um, there is some crack at the laptop.
oh. So
Yeah,
you configure that all lah?
yes.
Oh, I see.
But for something that is like you need to change the motherboard or maybe the inside or the hardware of laptops, then we just contact to the vendor for laptop like Lenovo or something.
Oh,
So other than that, some new things that I also learned is also I also monitor their meeting rooms. For example, it's not a normal meeting room where it actually have a device that can connect to Microsoft Teams. So most staff will go inside the meeting room and answer the call from the device itself. So the device IT support need to monitor it frequently because it connects to the network and also need some maintenance from time to time.
oh,
So
I see.
I also work with maintain some printer issues, big printer like the one that you see at the printing store, something like that. So other experience, I also prepare some guidelines, IT guidelines for the general use, because the IDOCO is not an IT company. It's more to uh, telecommunication infrastructure like Axiata, Celcom, like that. So
I
most of
see.
the stuff is not very bright in IT IT things. So we need to prepare guideline to make our life easier to
Oh,
ease the IT support issues.
so that your job scope for the UC, UC stand for end user computing, right?
Yes.
Oh, end user computing. So just configure the hardware and software like that lah.
For yes, I still do the same things during internship, but with more have added a few more things, such as I also monitor their security alert. I have given the task for security, where I need to monitor the infra of the company to monitor if there is any security alerts from their staff, from their device or account, any suspicious things.
During your internship, how many from ISAdamant are working intern at the Messianiaga?
I think there is no one from my Messianiaga selected around 15 students, but
Oh,
everyone is from different universities, but they separated us to other companies. Like me, there is I'm at Idoko, and then there is some to Axiata and other companies, and I'm
oh,
alone. I'm alone
okay.
and the only intern at the Idoko group. So uh, the good thing is I was treated as a real staff because the IT support team is not that many,
Mm-mm.
around 7 people in one team to support around 200 users. So, but the bad side is I was uh, it's a new stuff. My task is something very new. So mostly like Ain said, Google is our greatest teacher.
Yeah.
Yes, our first reference is Google, and then if there is we can also talk to the team and ask questions. But yes, because everyone is busy, so
Mm-mm.
can only depend on the seniors to help us at everything.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay, thank you, Kak Amira,
Right.
for your sharing. Next is our third speaker, Khawarizmi. Khawarizmi.
Okay,
Sehat eh?
Alhamdulillah sihat. Okay, I would like to share my slide because I've done my slide. Can
Oh,
I do
please,
share my slide?
please do so.
Okay.
Wah, siap slide eh. Steady.
Steady. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Khwarizmi bin Muhammad Rapi. So for today, I will be sharing a little bit about my experience in agri-equip machinery Sendian Berhad. So I would like to give a little bit introduction how the industry training works for everyone. So industry training is actually the things that you learn it practically rather than you learn formal. Like in the class, kita macam do it on paper, but this industry training give you more opportunity to enhance your skills practically.
Hmm.
So ia satu benda yang sangat penting lah. Okay. So it's not a bit late to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Khwarizmi bin Muhammad Rapi from ISN 13. Currently, I'm working at Agri-Equip Machinery Sdn Berhad as a junior game programmer. So previously, I am as same job scope, which is trainee game programmer. So my company currently working on the simulator, which is the simulator specifically we use for the GSE vehicles. If you guys not hear about the GSE vehicle is actually the stand for ground support equipment vehicle, which helps the aircraft to operate. So dia macam kalau korang dekat airport tu kita boleh tengok kalau macam ada cargo, kita nak insert cargo, that one of the GSE vehicle, macam kita nak masukkan beg ke dalam kapal terbang, we have the
Hmm.
GSE vehicle, we call it at bell loader. That one we integrate all those vehicles into the simulator, which is in the game
Wow.
for the training for the GSE vehicles, because this kind of vehicle is very risky. Aircraft it's very costly when it has the accident. So due to that situation, our company established to reduce that kind of risk. So I would like also to share my a big achievement here, which is Unity Certified Associate Game Developer.
Wah, ada
Uh,
certificate lah.
this one it is one of the best part because I've got it during my internship. This is briefly a good experience because when you work hard, people will give you this kind of thousand certification.
Is it
Okay.
certificate tu kena bayar ke macam mana?
Yes. I
Bayar
think
lah.
for the educational, you need to pay for for the another list, and then for the exam for the other payment. So I think it's around thousands. I didn't know how much is it because my
RM1,000.
company paid for it. Yes.
Oh,
The one
kau
my
yang
company
sponsor
paid
lah.
for it. Yes.
Company yang sponsor lah certificate tu.
Company sponsor due to they want to make me as a future asset for the company. That's why I want to say here that's not the point about the certification. The point is do the best for your industrial training. Later the great things will come. That's my point actually. All right, let's go through all the my experience during the industrial training. So at the first, the typical things about the junior or trainee game programmer is actually the programming itself, which is I program the simulator. Currently, we using Unity instead of Unreal Engine and another game engine. So if you guys familiar with the Unity using the C# language, which is this language is new to me. As I said, this one is one of the challenges for me during my internship because I didn't learn about the C# previously during kita punya course. Kan kita hanya belajar C, but we have the basic of the C, but we didn't go for the C#. So this one, as Amira and Ain said, the Google is our best teacher. Google, YouTube, Twitch, all those kind of resource is very useful for industrial training like this. So next, I've also set up network, which is typical of the game development. You need to set up the network in order to have the games. So as our simulator, we use the local area network rather than we use the one, which is one is actually for online. Our simulator, we want to make it standalone games, which is if you got any internet connection or not, you still can use our simulator. So for my company simulator, we have 5 PCs, which is we need to connect to each other. Each of the PCs contains the camera that we will assign in the games. So kalau macam GSC vehicle ni, we have the front side of view. It's like okay, we make the environment airport. So we need to make it 360 in order the trainee or the user want to use the GSC vehicle can look around the airport using those 360 camera. So we have 5 PC, which is include the front camera, and then third and second one at the side. At the back we have another one, and then at the top side is the fifth PC, which is this one is more the challenges the hardest for me because previously we just learned the architecture for the network, but we didn't learn how the game development set up the network. It's a little bit hard for me because you need to read the IP from the computer, each of the computer. So each of the computer, what they need to be done. They need to on the front camera, they need to on the side camera. So that one is very tough for me lah. But then Alhamdulillah, saya berjaya lah untuk part ni. Alright, next is website security, which is this website security I didn't eat frequently due to our company is more focusing on the game development, which is I'm also assigned as a trainee game programmer. So this one I helps the company since that we have the unauthorized user can get our data email and sell it to another party. So at this time I'm secure it at the cloud server of this company website itself. Okay. So next is simulator input integration. So this one I help the senior programmer in integrating simulator input. So this one is not totally done it with the help of the senior programmer. This one because I never handled such as kind like technology, which like Logitech. They have they call it a PLC, which is this PLC stand for programmable I didn't remember the long term, but that
Mm-mm.
kind of technology use it the logic in order to call the function. So this one as the GSE vehicle, we have everyone to as a cargo loader. Kita ada untuk macam kita nak upkan platform dia tau. Bila kita
Mm-mm.
nak upkan platform untuk cargo tu, we have the input which is pass out through the Unity, and then Unity will read to up the platform. That's such a kind of thing. It's a little bit hard for me, but then Alhamdulillah I managed to do it. Okay,
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Alright, next. This one, I think the most interesting part during my internship, visit KLIA, which is not a normal visit in KLIA. I've entered the restrict area, which is this restrict area is for the aircraft to departure, and also for departure. And then I've managed to go to the restrict area, and this one is for the purpose to know the details information about the GSE vehicles. Since I have a limitation on the GSE vehicle, so my boss take me to the KLIA to visit and watch all the vehicles works. Starting from the backloader, cargo loader, and the most interesting GSE vehicle I've experienced is the AFRS. This AFRS is the firefighter vehicle at the airport. This firefighter is kind of different vehicle than the normal firefighter. They have their own special vehicle, which is aircraft is a little bit high vehicles. If you got any damage or any fire on it, you need the water which can pancut dia dengan ni lah sampai ke api tu. So it's a little bit different. I cannot imagine how it's work all the way. But then I just can say it is different from the normal firefighter. So last but not least, this one is one of the typical tool for all our internship student or industry student, which is maintain the website. So basically, my previous industry training, I'm only use WordPress. This kind of WordPress is not as hard as the you need to hard code it on the PHP or Laravel or anything. So
Mm-mm.
it just need to drag and drop the function, and then you
Yeah.
can maintain it easily. Okay, I think that's all for me for my sharing experience.
Oh, okay. Khorizmi, I would like to ask, what encouraged you to explore this game development field? And
Oh, okay, cool. Good question. So this kind of I like to explore more about the game development. I have this interest during since my matriculation. Masa tu memang kita macam minat nak tahu. That at that
main
time,
game
my first game is Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Oh, dia
You
tahu.
can also ask Dr. Sakina how I love that games because you know in
Khorizmi Prof Annie.
ISAS, yeah,
Prof Annie.
you still remember it.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Don't mention it. Alright. So I've loved to know more about games. When I watch Mobile Legends, how the architecture games works, and macam mana dia boleh match up. So those of kind of things make me so curious. At that time, I've also in matriculation, we have the 3 modules, which is module 1, module 2, and module 3. These are I take that time is module 2, which consists of computer science. At that time, I've eagerly to learn more about computer science. Do I want to know how they coded the games and so on? Okay. After that, Alhamdulillah, during my UPU, I applied. If I'm not mistaken, we have 20 selection for our UPU. So all those selection, I've choosing computer science. I didn't care about university, but I really care about the course. So Alhamdulillah, finally I've got the computer science in USIM, which is very wonderful. I got the ISA, which is I can explore more about computer science in security.
Mm-mm.
Then after that, Allah is always the best plan. So I've in my final year project, Dr. Norlida, associate Professor Dr. Nolida asked me for doing educational game regarding to Hajj games,
Hajj.
the pilgrimage step by step, how to done the Hajj starting from the Ihram until Safa and Marwah. Okay, so at that time, I really my interesting in game development become more and more, and then alhamdulillah during my internship, that's kind of plan. Sebenarnya dalam tiga saya dapat dalam 4 company at that time. I have the first one Go Games. Go Games. This one Go Games. I got it from Philippines. Yang ini Go Games ni as a QA test lah. And then the second one I got the Nashul Quran, which is this Nashul Quran. I think more to the research. I don't know. The job scope at that time, but this Nashul Quran, also I got it, and agri machinery itself. And the final one, I don't remember the final one, but at that time, I'm really interested in Go Game actually. But Go Games, they only doing on the QA test. If you know the QA test is working more on documentation rather than you doing the programming.
Oh.
So that one I'm really fikir balik lah macam mana aku nak belajar yang macam programming sikit. Which one? Then finally this one is one of nak kata pengajaran for the juniors, do ask the expert recommendation. So at that time memang keliru lah nak pilih mana. So then time tu saya tanya semualah lecturer saya, and one of them is Dr. Sakina, which is at that time I've decided to choose with these two company, which is one is Nashul Quran, which is this Nashul Quran is recommended by my parents, which is which parent don't want their sons to go to the Islamic company, right?
Yeah.
That's right. So other one is agri machinery itself, which because this one is a game development. So I'm really interested in this. But I'm asking Dr. Sakina which one is better. But alhamdulillah, finally I've made the right decision with her guide. Sorry. So alhamdulillah, I've continued to learn more about the game development, and it really interesting to learn things that you really nak tahulah. That one bila ini salah satu yang saya rasa macam perlu need to be highlight, because when you choosing your industrial training, you need to choose the field which you are interested, because you want to work on it. So industrial training is the first world job working experience. You can learn from it. So if you learn the things that you interest, so after nanti nak apply the future job, it will be easily for you. So that's why I'm saying the industry training is very important. You need to choose it wisely. Alright, I think it's a little more.
Very inspiring Khwarizmi.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, thank you very much. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so now thank you to Khwarizmi. Alright, now moving on to our next agenda, which are the tips before, during, and after the internship. What student must do's and don'ts. Okay, firstly, I would like to ask our first speaker, Kak Ain, what are the tips if you could share on how to prepare during the intern, maybe during looking out for the company or interview.
Okay. Actually, I got my slide also.
Oh,
So,
please do so. You can share.
Can you see my screen?
Yes. See.
Okay, so today I'm going to touch more about before internship starts. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 main topics. First is job preference, apa yang kita nak pergi, and then the resume, apa yang kita perlu fokus on the resume, job hunting, other either government, GLC or private, and then what to do if you got the one, interview tips, and also a week before and a day before. Okay, job preference. dia macam apa yang kita minat. So is it development, cyber security or other? Other tu macam animations and gamer like Khwarizmi, and then also we have IT audit or maybe cyber law. So seperti yang apa yang dikatakan oleh Khwarizmi, job macam LI ataupun practical internship ni is our first working life experience. So kena pilih macam kita pilih pasangan hidup tau. So pastikan you have the patience, you have the interested in that particular department, and then you have the eager untuk belajar dalam tu. Macam despite apa-apa masalah, macam contoh dia semua kerja akan ada pro and cons. So itu benda yang korang kena fikirkan lah. So kalau dalam development korang akan mungkin korang akan pergi ke bahagian database, atau mungkin korang akan dipilih sebagai programmer dalam web base ataupun dalam Android, iOS. Tapi kebanyakannya dalam internship experience, experience, dia akan pilih system analyst lah. Kalau soalnya kebanyakannya my batch will get system analyst SA dalam internship experience. Okay, next to cyber security, kita akan ada pen testing. Pen testing ni ramai yang dapat pen tester. Kalau korang pergi ke NBS, korang akan pergi ke rank, korang akan pergi ke ISAC, itu semua ke arah pen tester. And then we have network security, Android exploitation, betul crypto. Crypto ni macam multi SSL configuration lah. And then kalau others tu macam animation yang Abang Khwarizmi cakap. Lepas tu IT audit. IT audit ada banyak juga. Korang boleh pergi ke arah law ataupun korang boleh pergi ke arah kat Cyberjaya banyak company yang perlukan cyber law. Contohnya macam Mynic. And then kalau IT audit, most of the company need IT audit actually. And also they need to have a IT policy. So kalau korang ada kesempatan untuk buat, sebenarnya diorang akan buat annually tau. Dalam polisi untuk IT. Dan lagi MCO ni diorang ada polisi baru yang diorang keluarkan. So kalau korang ada kesempatan untuk buat baru, so itu macam peluang terbaik untuk korang. Tu antara kebanyakannya batch kita orang pergilah. So development, cyber security ataupun animation, IT audit. So resume, apa yang korang perlu fokus dalam resume? So first, you need to have your objective. So macam korang tulislah korang adalah final year students yang belajar apa, yang korang seeking apa type of department, macam korang nak pergi ke arah cyber security ataupun korang nak mencari pekerjaan dalam bahagian development saja. So korang kena fokuskan dalam tu. So kat bawah tu korang akan ada interested in apa. So korang boleh tulis korang berminat dengan network je ke, atau korang berminat dengan dalam pen testing je ke. Semua tu korang kena masukkan. Janganlah korang macam letak general. So orang pun tak tahu. Macam HR sendiri pun tak tahu apa yang korang nak. Macam tu lah. So diorang tak tahu, is it you are suitable untuk their company or not. So you need to specify kan. Then if you have a working experience, is a bonus lah untuk diri korang. So diorang boleh tahu macam mana leadership korang, macam mana management korang. So masukkan juga. Walaupun part time ke ataupun setakat sebulan 2 ke, masukkan je. And then masukkan juga korang punya anything award dari atas daripada updated sampailah ke bawah-bawah. So award dan korang punya experience dalam curriculum, lepas tu korang punya education. Education pula korang masukkan yang korang pergi training, proper training, macam korang pergi ke, contoh kalau korang masuk yang UIN Malang, itu antara education korang. And then if you go for the certificate, so put the education as ada certificate. And then but don't expose your profile details. Maksudnya jangan exposekan sangat berapa detailnya alamat rumah korang. Jangan exposekan, kalau boleh kalau korang nak exposekan korang punya resume, jangan exposekan korang punya nombor telefon. So itu adalah private, kita punya details diri sendiri kan. So nanti kena scam ke apa kan, tak pasal je. So kalau contoh korang tak alamat ataupun korang punya location area, just put macam Kuala Lumpur. Ataupun korang letak Negeri Sembilan, Nilai. Macam satu area tu je, tak perlu letak macam Jalan Bahagia, tak payah. So itu resume punya itulah yang saya akan fokuskan. Okay, untuk job hunting pula. So ramai akan mungkin now korang akan rasa macam korang akan nampak private je lah. Korang tak nampak government ataupun GLC macam Axiata ataupun TNB lagi macam Petronas, semua tu. GLC kebanyakannya ada, tapi ada pro and cons dia. Okay, macam mana cara untuk job hunting. So usually kita akan pakai LinkedIn, kita akan pakai Jobstreet. Maybe we can have Facebook, some groups in the Facebook, Telegram, Mau Kerja, also Glassdoor. But why I highlighted Google has the bigger image in this page? Because how do I get my internship is the first thing. Okay, experience saya sebenarnya saya nak kerja dekat government sebab government ada dekat Putrajaya. Dan Putrajaya ada satu tempat yang sangat cantik dan sangat-sangat macam orang kata macam unik kan antara lain-lain tempat. So macam kita berjalan, kita boleh dengan bangunan-bangunan yang cantik. So saya minat dengan bangunan yang cantik. So then caranya adalah kita kena masuk ke kerajaan. So then cara untuk cari kerja dalam kerajaan adalah dengan cara Google. Okay, macam mana korang nak Google company-company yang ada IT? Sebenarnya IT, we have IT. Setiap company mesti ada IT department. Tipu kot tak ada. Kita bukannya chemistry yang perlu ada spesifik chemistry punya company, bukan. Kita adalah IT. So, kalau IT semua tempat ada. Just we need to focus mana yang kita nak fokuskan. Maksudnya kita punya department. Maksudnya kita nak pergi ke arah cybersec ke, kita nak pergi ke arah web development. Tapi kebanyakannya government, dia akan pergi ke web development. Melainkan mampu Mimos, satu lagi Mainik, dan macam Cyber Security Malaysia. Itu antara yang, dan SSM, Suruhanjaya Security Malaysia. Dia ada dua, Cyber Security Malaysia dengan Suruhanjaya Security Malaysia. So dua ni adalah government punya. So kalau korang berminat ke arah, selalunya cybersec memang lambat sikit berbandingkan web development dalam government lah. But then if you are interested in Putrajaya, so go for government agency in Putrajaya. So the first thing korang kena Google. Okay, contoh saya nak Suruhanjaya Integrity Agensi Pengurusan. So search benda tu dekat dalam website, dalam Google, and then korang pergi ke career dorang. Sebab ada yang tawarkan, ada yang tak. Macam okay, dalam government ada dua pula, government ataupun Suruhanjaya, macam badan berkanun. So badan berkanun dia boleh apply selain daripada, maksudnya dia bukan apply dalam sistem lah, dia boleh apply luar, macam tu lah. So itu cara untuk government. Kalau GLC dengan private, korang boleh melalui LinkedIn, korang boleh Glassdoor ataupun Jobstreet, ataupun korang pergi ke main website diorang. So that is bezanya antara government dengan private. So government you have to search by your own self. Diorang takkan letak dekat LinkedIn. Jarang lah. Soalnya kalau letak pun orang-orang dia sendiri. Maksudnya staff dia lah. Bukan company tu letak. So korang kena Google search sendiri. Macam mesin niaga pun. Okay. Macam saya ada sikit experience daripada Kak Amira. Sebab sebelum tu saya ada dapat juga offer mesin niaga, tapi bukan keburukan, dia konsep dia ada lambat sikit bagi tahu. So macam saya ada satu masalah takut kalau tak dapat. So saya akan grab apa yang ada. But then saya receive adalah beberapa macam mesin niaga, lepas tu ada Mainik, dapat Mainik dan juga mampu. Sebab dia orang lambat. So sebab tu lah saya ambil dulu yang Suruhanjaya Integrity. So kalau korang ada kesabaran yang tinggi dan rasa macam korang yakin korang boleh dapat, so tunggu. So the best will come lah. So itu antaranya. Okay, what if you find the one yang korang nak? First thing korang kena read the job description. Korang kena pastikan apa yang dia nak minta tu korang ada. Contoh dia kependudukan C#. Korang mampu tak belajar C#, ataupun korang ada tak sikit basic knowledge untuk C#. Lepas tu diorang kata diorang nak mungkin Ionic ke, diorang nak React Native ke. Korang mampu untuk pergi ke arah tu, ataupun korang rasa macam korang perlu pergi ke arah lain. Itu pentingnya baca job description. Lepas tu dia akan kata kena pergi job kena pergi client side ke, ataupun kena work overtime ke, dia akan semua akan beritahu kat job description. So itu pentingnya korang kena baca job description dia. And then money allowance. Okay, apa bezanya money allowance untuk government, GLC dengan private sector? Okay, private sector selalunya dia akan sama ada tak ada langsung, ataupun 300, 500, 700 ke 1000 lebih. Ada 1000, ada paling maksimum saya rasa 2000 kot. Tapi saya tak tahu company mana. Tapi selalunya lah common orang akan dapat 300, 500, 700, 900 ataupun 1000. Itu common yang batch kami dapat. Tapi kalau government ataupun agensi kerajaan, diorang akan memang sebulan 800 sebabkan Syed Saddiq punya idea tu kan. So kita kerajaan akan bagi RM800 sebulan. Dia bukan kira sebab dia macam sehari RM40. So kira dah berhari korang kerja, so korang akan dapat lah banyak tu. So itu kerajaan lah. But then GLC selalu ni dah ada 800 ke 1000 lebih. GLC memang banyak sikit. So dia macam satu big company sector kan. Okay. Dah dapat korang contoh korang minat satu kerja tu, korang tengok pula job review diorang. Itu paling penting. Kadang-kadang first korang kena Google dulu. Contohlah Sis Army. So Sis Army review. Korang tengok dulu review dia macam mana. Dia akan ada banyak orang experience punya dalam tu. Dia akan cakap working life macam mana. Dia akan bagi tahu gaji macam mana. Dia akan bagi tahu juga sama ada overload work ke ataupun under pressure ke. Dia semua tu kat dalam job review. And then how to contact them. So saya rasa semua orang akan dapat macam pengesahan sebagai seorang pelajar USIM dan juga korang akan kena lalu ELI punya tu kan. So setahu saya ELI tu lambat, korang akan dapat dulu pengesahan tu. So first korang contact melalui email. So email kan korang punya pengesahan pelajar semua. But then kena emailkan juga korang punya resume. Lepas tu korang kena ada macam setkan satu tadi contoh korang akan kata korang akan follow up ke apa ke macam tu lah. Lepas tu kalau contoh kalau ada nombor telefon HR tu lagi better lah untuk korang direct call. Sebab saya dulu direct call tanya. So dia macam lagi cepat lah. Macam korang tahu okay. Dia macam contoh korang tanya ada tak kekosongan lagi untuk latihan industri. So dia kata ada so korang terus minta macam email je. So dia akan lagi respon cepat sikit lah. And then korang listkan kalau korang dah buat 4 step ni. So listkan semua job list ni. Contoh korang ada 10 dah korang letak. So 10 dah ni korang listkan. Lepas tu tunggulah seminggu. Barulah korang follow up. Follow up melalui email ataupun follow up melalui call. So kalau rasa nak cepat, call. Kalau rasa macam malu-malu ke. Atau rasa macam takut orang tu rasa menyampah untuk kita. Email. Tapi rasanya HR akan layan je. Dia takkan ignore korang. So some interview tips. Okay, saya menyarankan contohlah kalau korang bukan minat macam korang apply 20 kerja dan korang dapat 20 interview, korang pergi je lalui semua 20 interview tu. So sebab lain company lain dia punya soalan tau. So the most soalan teknikal yang saya dapat selama saya interview hanya 5 company dalam semua. Tapi dia ada beza antara on spot punya soalan interview ataupun dia akan bagi macam task. Saya pernah dapat yang task dan pernah juga dapat on spot punya soalan. So kalau on task dia akan bagi satu paper, dia akan bagi tahu okay cuba buat ini dalam subset lah. Dia minta saya buat hardening untuk Linux Red Hat. So then dia akan bagi senarai and then dia suruh kita isikan sebelah tu apa command dia. Tu antara contoh-contohnya lah. So dia akan kata okay hantar 5 hari selepas interview. So itu antara soalan dia lah. Memang soalan dia memang korang kena Google je. Kalau korang tak reti Google memang susah. Memang kena Google soalan jawapan dia. And then on spot tu sebenarnya dia tak akan tanya soalan susah. Dia akan tanya soalan fundamental. Korang kena memang totally strong in fundamental. So kena kuat. Contoh korang minat network, korang kena kuat dalam OSI model. Contoh kalau korang minat dalam cybersec, korang kena tahu macam mana apa the main vulnerability ke, apa yang lagi triggerkan dalam company ke, apa yang lagi bahaya ke. Lepas tu dia akan tanya apa jenis awareness yang korang akan buat. Lepas tu apa jenis polisi yang akan korang buat. So itu adalah satu fundamental tentang cybersec lah. Tapi sebenarnya dalam kalau untuk web development ataupun development, they will touch more untuk bagi task. So task tu dia akan buat dia dalam bentuk form. So korang kena isi form tu. So dia akan bagi macam soalan coding, korang akan isi dalam coding tu dalam form tu. So itu beza antara cybersec dengan development antara yang saya punya experience lah. And then sebelum interview korang kena fokuskan dekat job description and requirement dia. So contoh dia perlukan korang C#. So dah seminggu sebelum dia punya interview tu korang belajar dulu C#, korang belajar dulu macam mana guna API dia ke, korang kena belajar dia punya semua tu lah. At least kalau korang tak tahu banyak pun korang tahu fundamental dia. Macam tahu sikit-sikit pun jadi lah. Macam lepas sikit-sikit tu korang boleh goreng sendiri. So IT ni macam development ni dia sama. Dia punya konsep tu semua sama. Yang bezanya adalah syntax dia sendiri. Itu je beza dia. Lepas tu buat research tentang company tu ataupun job tu. Contoh korang dapat web developer. So korang buat research, apa tu web developer, apa yang web developer tu perlu, apa web developer punya halangan ataupun web developer punya pro and cons. And then buat juga research tentang company tu. Dia akan tanya juga apa yang korang tahu pasal company tu, kenapa berminat dengan company ni. Lepas tu dia akan cerita, company ni ada risk ni. Lepas tu korang mesti dah macam kena ada satu jawapan yang macam mengatakan korang nak juga kerja kat sini walaupun ada risk macam ni. So korang dah buat research. So, lepas tu yang strong fundamental tu juga. But then korang kena masuk dalam meeting tu dalam 10 ke 15 minit dan awarekan diorang. Maksudnya hantar email ke, kata dah masuk dalam tu ke, ataupun korang hantar buat call ke apa ke, kata korang dah ready macam tu. And then if you get any kind of question yang macam membuatkan korang rasa macam cuak sekejap atau buatkan korang rasa macam okay tak boleh dah, korang senyum je dan cakap, oh saya tak pasti tapi melalui apa yang saya research, on my research ataupun apa yang korang baca, korang dapat jawapan ni. Diorang tak nak, sebenarnya diorang tak perlu tengok pun jawapan betul ke salah. So, diorang memang dah pro dah. Diorang cuma nak tengok korang punya confidence dan korang punya management. Macam mana korang berhadapan kalau korang ada jawapan yang tak tahu. So itu diorang punya macam psychology diorang. And then last but not least, korang akan tunjuk excitement korang untuk bekerja dan korang ada leadership untuk belajar. Macam contoh ada yang kata, okay, cuba ceritakan tentang final year project korang. So korang cerita dengan penuh semangat ni, korang cerita. Walaupun tak ada berkaitan pun dengan contoh saya ada waktu sis army itu, sis army adalah tentang cybersec kan. Tapi diorang tanya pasal final year project saya. Tapi final year project saya tak ada berkaitan pun dengan cybersec, macam lebih kepada development. Tapi diorang nak tahu juga. So diorang tengok excitement kita buat kerja macam mana. Diorang tengok leadership kita macam mana. So itulah sebabnya diorang tanya.
Oh,
So macam
gitu.
apa-apa pun orang tanya, buat excited je. Jangan buat excited tapi tunjuk excited korang.
Teruja.
Yeah. Lepas tu a week before internship. Okay, ini kebanyakannya orang dia macam terlepas lihat tentang a week dengan a day. So bila korang dapat offer, korang dapat offer letter ke apa ke, korang dah puas hati, korang dah rasa yang korang dah yakin dengan company ni, okay, korang isilah dekat ELI. Lepas tu macam isilah dia punya contact korang punya LI supervisor. Sebetulnya settlekan dengan ELI and berurusan, kena bagi, kalau tak salah saya kena bagi offer letter kat Dr. Sakina. Maksudnya apa kita punya penyelia universiti yang tu macam dulu saya Dr. Sakina. So kena bagilah semua detail-detail tu. Okay, lepas tu a week before internship, pastikan korang contact balik HR. Korang contact HR, korang tanya confirmation. Kadang-kadang company tu ada banyak branch. So mana korang kena pergi. Lepas tu korang kena tanya juga, korang ni work from home ke ataupun korang kena pergi office. Lepas tu korang kena tanya juga schedule macam mana. Lepas tu korang kena tanya semua tetap, maksudnya kena tanya tentang parking macam mana ke ataupun area makan ke. Diorang tak kisah pun kamu tanya. Sebab itu adalah memang hak kita untuk tanya. Kata korang nak makan macam mana, korang nak parking macam mana. Macam itulah. And then contohlah macam korang dah tahu kat mana nak kerja, check workplace area korang. Korang pergilah, ambil satu take a ride untuk pergi ke workplace area korang. So contoh kalau kat Putrajaya, pergilah ke Putrajaya, pergi tengok. Kadang-kadang jangan sampai tunggu first day tu baru nak pergi ke tempat kerja. Saya tak menggalakkan. Sebab satu, kemungkinan korang akan hadapi jam. Kedua, korang akan sesat tiba-tiba. Yang ketiga, korang tak jumpa parking. So better untuk korang pergi a week before ataupun 2-3 hari sebelum lah. Supaya korang macam nampak picture where is your company is. Itu saya punya galakkan lah. So a day before internship journey. So first thing, ini yang paling orang macam tak tahu, lah korang patut sebenarnya contact terus supervisor LI korang. Sebab sebenarnya walaupun HR dah tahu yang korang ni akan jadi LI student diorang, tapi sebenarnya supervisor korang tak tahu pun. Diorang akan tahu tu first day. Diorang tahu macam ada kemasukan tapi diorang tak tahu pun siapa ataupun diorang ni lebih kepada apa. Diorang tak tahu pun resume korang macam mana. Diorang tak tahu. Sebenarnya HR je tahu. So better if you get the number from the HR, so then korang contact sendiri LI supervisor korang. And then korang tanya apa korang punya position nanti. Lepas tu korang akan fokus dalam apa. Lepas tu apa yang korang kena buat esok. Maksudnya korang kena macam datang pukul berapa ke ataupun ada apa-apa ke esok, agenda esok. So semua tu akan di-explain oleh supervisor. So better untuk korang reach korang punya supervisor. And then prepare your internship bag. So pastikan ada laptop. Pastikan ada korang punya pen. Sebab pen adalah paling penting sebab korang kena sign banyak agreement. Lagi-lagi kalau government. Government ada banyak gila dia punya kena sign. Satunya akta rahsia tu. Lepas tu korang kena sign dia punya borang. Sebab government kebanyakannya tak pakai lagi digital. Dia orang kan pakai paper lagi. So dia orang documented, everything is documented dekat dalam government. So stationery sangat-sangat penting. Jangan lupa. And then praying accessories lagi-lagi MCO. Yang perempuan jangan lupa bawa terkong. Yang lelaki jangan lupa bawa sejarah sendiri. And then food. Okay. Selalunya company, kalau company, contohlah ada company yang dekat dengan cafe. Ada yang cafe dalam tu. Dan ada juga yang ada mall kat sebelah. Tapi ada company yang dia macam tak ada pun semua tu. So better to prepare your own food. Maksudnya at least ada jajan pun jadilah. Jajan ke, lepas tu ada satu paket Nescafe ke untuk korang macam kalau korang terdesak sangat, at least korang ada preparation untuk makanan. So itu antaranya lah. Okay. So itu antara basic tips untuk korang before start your internship journey. And then kalau boleh korang kena macam get prepared. Jangan rasa terlalu takut ataupun terlalu rasa macam company ni perlukan orang yang gila-gila hebat ni. Tak. So korang adalah internship. Korang bukannya nak kena terus start kerja sebagai manager. So korang akan di train, korang akan ada company akan train, ada company yang dia akan suruh Google je. So better untuk korang okay, contoh dia cakap company dia ada hanya ada minimize supervise. Maksudnya dia tak akan tengok korang sangat. Yang tahu janji kerja siap. Korang kena prepare lah yang korang kena Google sentiasa. Itu je lah. And then ada soalan yang kita tengok yang kata mana lagi better, sama ada work from home ataupun pergi office. Sejujurnya better pergi office. Korang akan tak dapat bezakan. Walaupun okay, ada dua benda saya nak tentu, sama ada nak work from home atau MCO ataupun tengok gaji. Okay, work from home ataupun pergi office. So better saya menggalakkan kalian untuk pergi cari company yang perlukan korang di dalam office. Sebab korang akan dapat bezakan work life, maksudnya private life korang dengan work life korang. So macam saya ada experience untuk work from home. Seriously korang takkan boleh bezakan mana satu waktu kerja, mana satu waktu life korang. So jadi macam work flexible ni ada, dia work flexible ni dia sesuai untuk setengah orang. Tapi ada orang yang tak sesuai dengannya. So macam saya jenis yang tak sesuai dengan flexible work life ni. So macam saya perlukan macam satu waktu macam laki 8 sampai 5. Okay, sudah. Macam tu. So macam tengok pada diri korang. Adakah korang sesuai untuk work from home? Kalau work from home memang korang kena pandang pada flexible punya working hours. Kemungkinan korang akan kena kerja lebih sikit. Kemungkinan korang kena bangun awal sikit. Kemungkinan sampai ke tengah malam. So itu masalah, itu bukan masalah lah. Itu ya kita punya risiko untuk kalau work from home lah. Yang kedua, gaji. Kalau buat gaji ni, okay kalau korang kerja ke arah macam gaji ke atas macam 1,000 lebih boleh. Tapi macam Qarismi cakap, kerja ni macam satu benda yang kita kena tengok pada passion kita. Macam saya cakap tadi jugalah. Kerja ni macam kita mencari pasangan hidup. Kita akan kerja dengan dia. Kemungkinan kita akan kerja sampai 10-15 tahun. Kemungkinan kita akan kerja sampai kita tua. Adakah kita mampu untuk adapt untuk kerja tu? Adakah kita mampu untuk gaji macam tu? Okay. Gaji tak apa. Gaji akan ada annual increment tau. Kalau korang full time. Tapi kalau contohlah macam kalau contoh korang dapat 1,000, contoh allowance korang dapat 1,000, tapi kerja workload dia mungkin lagi tinggi daripada orang yang kerja 500. Mungkin dia punya training tak seproper yang gaji 500. Ataupun kemungkinan dia punya work life dekat dalam office pun tak seseronok dengan 500. So tu yang korang kena tengok. Sebab tu saya suruh korang tengok job review. Tu yang pentingnya. So saya rasa about internship, sebelum internship journey dah settle. Kalau apa-apa soalan nanti akan baca kan.
Banyak anda cover kan. Soalan-soalan pendek.
Okay. So itu antaranya akan kita tengok. Okay. Itu saja dari saya.
Okay. Okay, thank you Kak Ain for the sharing. There's a lot thing that you have covered, I think. Okay. Okay, moving next to Kak Amira kan. Now 10:30. We will end 11 actually, but kalau apa ni, speaker boleh Kalau boleh lebih dari pukul 11 ke macam mana? Okey je.
Okay, insyaAllah. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay. Khorazmi okay? Okay, semua okay ons. Okay, moving next to Kak Amira, can you share the tips during the internship? What student must do and do not do during the internship?
Okay, so Bismillah. Some tips that I want to share. The first one is like Ain, she mostly cover about the preparation, the physical preparation. So some that I can share but not a lot, like attire. For government, usually will need to wear baju kurung, or for the male, usually shirt and necktie. But for private sector, it's actually casual. So mostly I wear blouse and slacks. But people in the company, but they are more senior, but I'm not, tak berani nak buat pakai t-shirt, jeans and all. But I'm an intern, working kita pun tak ada, tak cukup lagi. So to show something to show yourself that you are a worker here, not just a student intern. So and then other things that you need to do, every week need to keep track on your tasks, because we have ELI system where we need to log the report for every week. So usually if you have, like me, I work from 8:30 to 5. So the whole day is busy. So usually at the end of the day, I just write down what I did and all. And then maybe at the weekend, because after work, it's seriously very exhausting. So I don't have the energy to log the report. So at weekend, I insert the log report into the system. So I think that's all the and also like I said, do homework, like search what is your task from the task that when you need to know what you should learn and all. But because it's actually every internship is different, so I cannot really talk about the physical preparation. So I will focus more on mental preparation, which I think it's so I will be sharing my experience. So I have 3 points. The first one is expect the unexpected. And then the second point is be a sponge. SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob, okay.
And then the last one is take care of your mental and physical health. Okay, so the first one is expect the unexpected. So to elaborate on this, because it's a whole new world. Like in industry training is a whole new world, because you are alone. Maybe some will have a few friends from ISAdamant, then ISA, so it will be a little bit okay. But for me, I was alone in KL, working there. Suddenly with many alien terms. So and especially IDOCO group has many foreigners working there. So there are some US or Bangladesh or Pakistan. So I really need to have a very good comprehension skill, because there are many type of English slangs. So like this, like between Malays, and then there's Malays is okay, and then there are some Chinese is still okay, but for I think for the hard one is for a foreigner from Pakistan, Philippines. Their English is a little bit different, so you need to prepare for that if you are working with a company that is international. So we'll also encounter many types of people. For example, especially I work as support, so people will always come to me, but we have very different attitude. So some will treat me as they expect me to be an expert. Some people don't. They just call me IT girl, IT girl, IT like that.
Oh.
So they it's a big culture shock for me. Like when I was in computer science, everyone is like, wow, computer science, oh, mesti hebat coding, mesti hebat computer reti ni. But
Yeah.
suddenly when I work into company where the range of age is 30 plus to above, some of them, how do I say, they look, they don't really they don't really consider IT as an important thing. Like, I think we are lower than them. I'm not sure that why, but they are like, IT, why it's like this? Why my computer like this? Some people like to complain, but especially so that means we have to have great patience, as we are only a junior there, a newbie there. So attitude is very important. Even if you are feeling very angry inside, you need to smile. You
Oh.
need to smile, you need to be patient, and show very good attitude, because uh, anywhere is like that. We need to face the real world. So I think that's one thing. And then that's bring to the next point, which is be a sponge. What I mean by sponge is you need to be flexible. When you encounter this person, you need to act like this, and then another person, you need to show yourself like this. So after then you become back yourself at the end of the day. So by being sponge, you need to adapt to the work culture the soonest possible. Uh, the first week will be very hard, but inshallah everything will be bearable and easier by time. So as before this, we said that Google is our greatest teacher. So the next one is you can also learn by observing, because the staff cannot guide you one to one. So you can just when the staff is doing something, you just maybe you look at it, you observe what they are doing, and then maybe at another time you can ask. When they are free, you can ask. I saw that you are doing that thing. What is it? Then so that they will know that, oh, is interested in it. So they can also give you the task instead of the task that already given to you. So it will give you more opportunities to learn and new things to know lah. And then also as a sponge, you need to be quick on decision making. By this at first I don't really know what this decision making is, but after start my working life, I understand. Quick decision making is when you face an issue. Okay, you receive a task, you need to quick on thinking what you should do next. For example, especially for me, IT support, staff came with a problem. So I need to think, what should I do first? And then if the issue is not solved, then what I should do next? Should I Google on it, or should I ask my manager, or should I uh, log the issue to Microsoft or technician? And then so that is the the decision that you need to be fast at what you do. But I know internship, it's your first job, so it's okay. It's okay to not know things. It's okay
To do mistake.
to make mistakes. It's okay to don't be too hard on yourself. And like it's normal to not know something, because don't be how should I say, it's important to take care of your mental, because working is already hard on your physical, but you need to take care on mental, especially for if you are working from home. And also maybe if working from office like me, I stay at Shah Alam and working at KL. So every day I need to, I take KTM 1 hour to go and back 1 hour. So physically exhausting. So what you can do is to take care of yourself, eat, don't forget to eat. Even if you are very busy, don't forget to take some meals between. Remember to take a break. Maybe I have a phase where I get too excited macam sebab baru start kerja kan. Dia macam okay boleh buat, and then I push myself, and then suddenly I collapse. I got gastric and all, need to go to clinic. So reminder to all of you, reminder to all of us to take care of yourself. Very very important. For student also, it's very important. So other than that, you should also during internship don't forget to take notes, because internship is long, 18 weeks. So and the task may be not frequently done. So everything that you learn, you need to write it down, or maybe make some notes in your phone or laptop. So it will be easier to refer back. And then the last one is work smart, not work hard. When you receive a task, actually stuff is flexible. You don't need to follow everything that they have done before. You can create your own maybe template, or your own way to solve the issues, to make your life easier. Because your task is to what they want is how you finish the task. They don't really care about how the process going on. So I think that's all from me.
Okay. Wow, that's very inspiring. Okay, thank you, Kak Amira. Moving next to Khwarizmi, can you share with us what are the tips after the internship? Like how can you secure a job after the intern? What are things need to be done like that?
Okay, before that, let me share my slides.
Okay,
I'm
sure.
also prepared for that. Okay,
Wah, mantap.
so before I'm starting with the question, this is the most typical question that I've been asked. They ask all the freshmen will ask, how do I know my interests? How do I know those such kind of things? So basically, these things I would like to answer. What you things that you do the most, you feel like you happy, you want to learn more, that one is your own, what you want to find. So I will answer like that. Other than that, if you didn't know, hey, I don't even know, I'm doing that, I don't feel happy, I don't did it, did this, I didn't feel any kind of feelings. So kalau macam tu, follow the flow. That what I can say. Kalau tak tahu juga, follow the flow. And ask, don't forget to ask the expert also. Okay, that will go to my first point, I think. Wait second. Very much. Okay. Okay. First thing first is do ask expert. This one, the things I will need to highlight the most, because we didn't have any experience in the such kind of job scope or the fields. So as you want to know about the QA, quality assurance, as I can recommend, Dr. Nelida is the best lecturer that you can ask. Any other lecturer you can ask, but as for my QA previously, for my internship, I'm asking Dr. Nelida, because you guys also know Dr. Nelida teaching us on the software engineering. So she know a lot about the those QA job scope, and also about if you guys want to know about network, you guys can ask all the lecturers. As Dr. Sakina, she told us about the network, and also as game, I would recommend Dr. Azwan because he has the same passion as me. Because previously we are discussing about the games a lot in the WhatsApp. So Dr. Azwan is one of the lecturer that I will recommend it for if you guys want to know more about the game development. So next, moving to my next point, which is make research on the computer science job scope and position. So nowadays, computer science job scope, you can get it easily on the Google, YouTube. There are lots of speaker talking about their own job, their own fields. So this one is more the much important things because you want to know the job scope you interest. So kenalah buat sikit apa yang diorang buat. So adakah aku mampu buat? Adakah aku akan I will live with this job until not end of my life. I mean you will go for this job until your future and ongoing. So please do make the research on this all the job scope that computer science have. Okay, next moving to my next one, which is update your resume and CV. So this is the first things after you done doing the job research. You need to update your resume. After you done your internship, you have your new experience, right? So do update all those kinds of experience. Okay, because later on, the interviewer will look into your resume. So if you got the things that the company needed, they needed of the company, so you can easily get the job. Okay, resume is very important. Make it simple. Don't make it so complicated. Just list all your experience and then your names, certification that you got, and the referees. Which these things that we mentioned as Anrizal said earlier. That one what you need to have in your resume in order to get the best review and to be calling for the interview. Okay, next is learn the proper way to writing an emails. This one, after you done your resume, do find a way to write your letterhead or writing an email correctly or properly. Because starting from the dear madam or sir, and then blah 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 blah. I'm really interested. That is very important. That one is the first impression of interviewer, the first impression of the company. How they want to choose you. If you got a nice writing, got a nice manners in such a way, yeah, company tu akan tengok lah kita punya macam, oh, these guys has this kind of effort. Dia buat benda ni. Dia buat ni apa-apa yang kita nak. So maybe dia akan menyenangkan kita kat dalam company kita. So the impression, you know, the first impression when you write the email properly. Same with industrial training, when you do it dengan terbaik, so yeah, the benefit will come later. Okay, next is follow up with the company that have been applied. So this is very important. Don't do it frequently. Do it weekly. If you just apply for today, do it 7 days after you applied the job. If didn't have any response from the company, so don't okay. We have the way to follow up to the company. Don't easily say, hey, why you don't reply my email? No, jangan macam tu. If you reply that, itu memang orang akan nampak kita ni tak educational punya orang lah. Okay, so do write, hey madam and sir, how's going? If you want to know the further details about my experience job or anything else, you can always reach me at blah 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 WhatsApp or anything, emails. So that's how you follow up with the company. Okay. All right. Next is prepare for the interview. So do prepare for the interview because you need to expect unexpected. Like Amira say, jangan rasa macam interview ni diorang tak akan bagi benda yang biasa. What is your strength? What is your weakness? those kind of thing they will ask you. But in terms of your knowledge in computer science, they will ask about it. In order to approve that on your resume, this is true, this guy can do this, mestilah dia orang akan tanya kan. So
check
that kind of
like
thing, you
check.
need to make a research. Yes. So jangan terlalu selesa bila ni. But then bukan ini adalah satu pressure. It is very a good things you need to done before interview, so that when people ask you, you have a little bit knowledge, but it is not, tak kisah pun kalau betul ke salah ke, but you have the knowledge. You try to say to the interviewer, you know it, but tapi kita tak ada nak expect yang betul lah. Okay. So that's the important thing when you need to prepare for the interview. Last, I think this one is the last. Last but not least is the check the background of the company. Okay, this one I think the most important things during interview, because they will ask you about how far you know the company. Yelah, kalau kita check for the background, which mean we are interested in the company. So bila kita cerita apa yang kita research apa semua, they look our effort to want to apply job in the company. So it is a bit easier for you to got the job from the company itself. Okay. Okay, I have a little bit tips from me for this after you got the after industry training. So which communicate with workmate during the during the job later on, and also try to explore and solve the task given by yourself. This one is also during the training. So don't expect much the question, the task that be given to you, do it by your own self. Try to do it by your own self first. Don't strictly ask, I don't know I didn't experience doing this. Don't. Try to solve it, try to Google on it. If you guys really stuck on it, then go for us the question on the what task that be given. Basically these tips I prepared for the during the industry training. So avoid from other to solve your task, which is I just said earlier. Ask relevant questions when needed. So this one, please do ask the relevant question. Don't as you be given the task macam ada satu task suruh buat pasal network. Then you ask, how do I ping this network? How do I those kind of thing is not a relevant question. Don't ask for how do I ping this using the command prompt. That's not the relevant question. You just learn from it. Maybe you just forgot about it. So just Google it. Google, YouTube. You got a lot of resource. Don't strictly ask not relevant questions. Okay, so do ask when needed. Don't ask non-relevant questions. Okay. Okay. Last but not least, show eager to learn more. So this one is one of the things that I want to highlight, because when you go to the industry, if you show you're eager to learn, people want to teach you. Kalau kita macam buat bodoh je, macam dalam training tu kita dapat task sambil lewa, lepas tu ni habis kerja baru kita hantar. Kita macam tak cepatkan task yang diberi tu, kita macam sambil lewakan dia. So people will not will not teach you more, because they know how the point, what's the point I want to teach these people if he doing the task not properly. Okay, macam tu lah, such thing like that. Please do your task properly, and I think that's all for me. Best of luck for you guys untuk nanti industry training.
InsyaAllah, doakan. Okay, okay, thank you to our speaker. We have almost reached the end of our session. Actually, dah nak kat pukul 11. So, the next is the Q&A session from the Padlet, given by the spectators. So now, I think I will be sharing the screen so that you can all see the question from the Padlet. Okay. Okay. Okay, and there's a lot of question at the Padlet right now. Can you see my screen? Can everyone see?
Yes.
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 Okay. Alhamdulillah. Okay, how to start? There's a lot of question, I think. How? Maybe we will start with this. How do you know your major interests? From the top. Okay. Okay. Do you have any friends who do internship or work in areas other than Selangor and KL, such as Pantai Timur or Sabah Sarawak?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Um, macam mana nak jawab Macam mana buat scan ni susah. Okay, pernah tak?
Maybe you
Pernah
can
tak?
choose one speaker. Afiq,
Oh, choose
choose
one
one
speaker.
speaker to answer the questions.
Oh, okay. Horizmi.
Oh my god. That's
Horizmi
strictly to
dah tak?
me. Okay. What's the question again?
Do you have any friends who do internship or work in area other than Selangor and KL, such as Pantai Timur or Sabah Sarawak?
Oh, as my industry training previously, didn't have any friends, not from the other states. It's only me who internship in that company. Maybe you
Oh,
can ask Amira or Ain.
so
They
how
say
about
yes.
Amira and Ain? Oh, dia say yes. Siapa?
Ya.
Siapa?
There
Tak
are
ada siapa.
some
Ada
of
lah.
our batchmate that
Oh,
work in Terengganu and Kuching,
Sabah.
right? Yes. But I'm
Terengganu
not
and
sure
Sabah.
which
And also
company.
Pahang.
ada lah yang Sabah.
Yes, ada.
Okay. So the next question, pernah tak kerja tapi dia tak kasi orang solat? Kena terkejap-kejap atau sembunyi? Macam mana senior handle situation macam tu? Ada ke?
Oh, saya government tak jawab.
Tak jawab. Warizmi macam ni?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, as my experience tak pernah lah, even though I'm not
Oh.
pernah kerja previously, tak pernah lagi ada orang halang solat. But this one happen in the industry. Yeah, you guys need to carefully choose the company, make the research. If the company having those kind of religion races, don't apply for that company. That's my suggestion.
Okay. Okay, next to the third question. If I don't have that specific skill during internship, how do I deal with it? Maybe Kak Amirah boleh jawab macam mana? Kalau tak ada skill semasa internship tu, macam mana nak buat? Google
Skill tu memang banyak benda yang tak ada time internship nanti. Yang penting ialah we need to how much we can grow. Yang penting kita boleh belajar pasal tu. Memang biasa tak ada specific skill tu, certain skill tak ada tu, itu memang biasa. So how to deal with it? Kita kena open to learn. Kita boleh belajar nak kata cepat pun it depends on people. So yang penting kita kena ada effort untuk belajar benda tu. Tak ada pun tak apa sebab kita ada masa. Kita ada masa untuk belajar.
Okay, betul.
Baru internship.
Okay. So the next question. Okay, can we do internship that less related to our field, such as graphic designer, social media specialist? So Kain, maybe you can answer this. Boleh ke? Kita intern kat tempat tu. Graphic designer.
I'm not tak menggalakkan, tapi ada je macam seorang, dia bukan graphic designer, he works as UI design, UI UX.
Oh ya.
Tapi ada jugalah dia main-main dengan benda ni. Tapi kalau korang nak spesifik untuk social media saja, untuk intern saya tidak menggalakkan lah. Sebab korang tak tahu nanti korang nak tulis apa untuk korang yang report. Macam tak ada related dengan IT kita. Macam tu.
Oh ni soalan penting ni rasanya. In intern, how will be evaluated? Do we need to report to our supervisor every day?
Intern evaluated. Okay, cara evaluation dia adalah korang akan ada dua kali meeting tau. Satu kali adalah bersama korang punya university supervisor dan juga LI supervisor. Itu panggil macam site visit lah, macam LI site visit punya. So itu satu. Satu lagi adalah korang punya presentation akhir lah. So cara diorang evaluation adalah korang akan kena buat presentation last sekali dan juga LI supervisor akan monitor korang melalui kadang-kadang LI supervisor dia tak tengok sangat pun korang punya ELI tu, tapi korang kena selalu inform diorang untuk tengok korang punya report dekat ELI system. Sebab diorang kadang-kadang tak ingat dan kadang-kadang diorang rasa tak ingat lah, macam diorang tak berapa nak ingat untuk tengok benda tu. And then korang kena update ELI system tu dengan cara yang simple tapi padat. Janganlah berkarangan buat point-point. Faham tak macam mana? Faham kan? Okay. And then korang juga contoh kalau ada apa-apa isu waktu korang bekerja, korang kena report pada university supervisor. Contoh korang dapat kerja kena photostat je ke, korang dapat kerja kena buat time meeting je ke, korang kena bagi tahu dekat university supervisor. And then kalau korang ada masalah dari segi nak pergi kerja ke apa ke, semuanya kena melalui LI supervisor ataupun university supervisor. Sebenarnya LI supervisor tak akan ada masalah pun dengan korang, melainkan korang yang ada masalah. Masalah tak nak kerja ke, ada masalah tak nak buat kerja ke. Sebenarnya LI supervisor tak ada masalah pun.
Okay. Okay. So next question, maybe will the ni macam menarik. Will the company look at our final year project and evaluate either we are eligible or not based on the project and current CGPA result? Maybe Kak Amirah boleh answer the question? Dia tengok tak kita punya FYP apa semua?
Ikut company.
Ikut company.
Ya, subjektif lah benda ni. Maksudnya kalau macam company tu memang nak programmer, nak student yang memang ada final year project pasal tu, but kira sebab tu pentingnya resume. Korang kena masukkan semua yang korang pernah buat. Jadi ada company tak kisah. Macam kita tak ada skill tu pun dia still company tu open untuk ajar intern pasal benda tu. Ada certain company dia memang cari spesifik. Jadi resume tu macam yang korang punya first impression lah untuk, jadi dia benda ni subjektif ikut company. Dia ke tak.
Okay, next. Maybe ni soalan ni untuk Khwarizmi lah kot. How will the interview session usually be? Do we have to perform coding? Masa game development tu kena buat coding ke kat interviewers?
Okay, soalan ni kalau ikut pengalaman saya, just I'm showing my coding to my senior programmer. That's all. They want bila programmer ni sebab saya interview dengan programmer directly, so he want to me to show what the longest code that I've done. So benda ni bukan nak tunjuk yang kita as my side lah. Kadang-kadang diorang nak tengok code tu, diorang bukan nak tengok kita dia ni boleh code. Not that one point, but another things they want to know how you reorganize all your codes. You doing as example, you have two function which is to move the object, and then another function to make the object move up, move object to front. So this kind of function, they have a different function, right? So if you put all those kind of thing in one function, yang tu lah dia akan macam, oh budak ni dia buat coding dia macam ni, nanti akan menyusahkan company apa semua. Dia tak ada dia cakap menyusahkan company. I mean that one is reason, the reason they want to tengok macam mana kau coding apa semua. Tapi basically penting lah juga coding untuk kita ada kita punya sendiri documentation, kita punya kita simpan apa semua. Sometimes ada company yang nak, ada sometimes ada company yang dia tak nak tengok pun. So but do prepare for this. Sebab kalau macam tambah nak jadi programmer, dia saya rasa selalunya matching dia orang akan tengok juga code tu.
Tengok jugalah coding interview.
Yes.
Okay. So the next question, I think this is also, how to know which field or company is suitable for us? If we are still confused, is it okay if we apply any position? Because I think kan bukan many lah, adalah juga kalangan IC student yang tak tahu lagi minat diorang kat mana. Diorang tak tahu nak pilih development ke, nak pilih security ke. So how to overcome the problem? Maybe Kak Ain boleh jawab soalan ni.
Oh, faham je. Itu pun saya pernah melalui juga.
Kan.
Rasa macam, ya macam belajar dengan kerja ni lain. So macam kalau belajar kita boleh belajar cyber security, kita boleh belajar, semua benda kita boleh belajar. Tapi kerja ni korang tak tahu minat dia kan. So korang janganlah macam randomly pick. Tapi contoh korang tak tahu posisi apa yang korang sesuai, tapi korang pick company yang okay. Faham tak? Contoh korang tak tahu sama ada korang pergi development ke ataupun cyber security. Tapi yang pasti korang janganlah macam okay ambil je mana company yang datang. Okay, lepas tu ambil je. Better kalau korang jumpa satu company tu, check dulu dia tu macam mana background dia, macam mana dia punya rating, lepas tu dia punya kawasan kat mana. Itu korang pun kena check lah selain daripada position. And then tengok juga apa dia punya main service dekat dalam company. Sebagai contoh, korang nak ambil, kalau korang, dia macam ada beza company antara korang ambil company yang buat service ataupun company yang end user service. So kalau company yang buat servis tu, contoh Nexagate, LJMS, NBS, Orang, Sis Army, itu company-company yang kita bagi servis dekat klien. So kita memang kena ada kekuatan untuk buat kerja. Okay, tapi ada beza juga sebagai end user company. Contohnya saya ada pernah kata yang semua company perlukan IT. Itu adalah company yang kita sebagai end user je. Contoh macam Suruhanjaya Integrity Agency Pengurusan ataupun ada company sector, they only need IT department untuk selaraskan dia punya semua staff. Contohnya dia ambil Microsoft produk. So IT department ni lah yang kena pasangkan untuk dia punya tu. Tapi dia tetap akan ada macam vendor untuk dia orang tanya. Faham tak?
Faham.
So contoh macam saya dulu intern dekat dalam EIC, saya panggil EIC. So then kita bekerja dengan Microsoft product contohnya. And then tugas saya hanya untuk check sama ada produk ni dah ada belum dekat semua hardware ataupun semua device staff, ataupun benda ni dah ada security compliance ke. Lepas tu tengok juga website kita dah ada security compliance ke. Semua tu dia dah ada, cuma kita nak maintain dan pasangkan untuk staff saja. Itu bezanya company. So tengok juga korang nak pergi yang betul-betul passion korang ke atau korang masih nak mencuba. Kalau nak mencuba, saya menggalakkan korang pergi ke company-company yang macam government sector ataupun pergi company yang macam GLC ke, yang macam mesin niaga ke. Diorang end user. Diorang pakai untuk pasangkan kat macam diorang macam troubleshoot, diorang maintenance. Dia lebih kepada IT support. So dari situ korang boleh belajar semua benda. Korang boleh belajar hardware, korang boleh belajar software, dan korang pun boleh masuk dalam security. Tapi kalau korang memang dah tahu passion korang pergi ke company yang buat servis tu. Contohnya contoh macam Khorismi, dia memang ada passion dekat gaming. So dia pergi ke company yang nak buat servis kepada orang lain. Contoh macam kalau korang nak pergi ke gila-gila punya cyber security, korang pergi kepada Orang ataupun NBS. Macam tu. Tengok pada apa yang korang nak.
Okay. Menarik. Okay. Ni soalan nombor 4 ni. If we cannot complete the task given, will the company stop our internship period? Is there any cases the student repeat the internship? Maybe Kak Amik.
Repeat.
Okay. Nak jawab.
Boleh.
Boleh.
Tak teringat. Okay.
Repeat,
Soalan nombor 4 ada repeat. Dia macam korang repeat SEM. Boleh je, ada je orang repeat disebabkan isu luar, macam mungkin ada accident ke ataupun disebabkan isu-isu macam tu lah, macam korang sendiri tak boleh nak buat. Tapi dia company tak boleh nak stop kan korang punya, bukan tak boleh tapi rare case lah. Dia akan jadi korang punya reputation USIM akan jadi bad reputation untuk USIM, and then korang punya markah pun akan jadi teruk, and then kemungkinan pun akan ada macam dulu kita orang ada tengok talk dengan USIM lah, saya tak ingat apa nama dia. Tapi dia kata USIM akan jadi blacklist dekat company tu. Tapi kalau kau tak boleh complete task tu, dia takkanlah terus stop kat internship period kita. Tak adalah. Kita intern bukan kita buat kerja.
Betul. Okay, soalan mana lagi nak baca? Macam soalan ni semua dah.
Ni soalan ni.
Soalan mana?
Can we apply jobs position which have nothing to do with our internship and is it typical to get accepted? Okay. Ini okay, kalau dia macam okay untuk Amira dan juga Khwarizmi, diorang memang serap terus. So macam saya bukan tak diserap, saya dapat tawaran tapi soalan government dia kena lalu SPA kan. So saya hanya dapat tawaran untuk sebagai my step kalau korang pernah dengar. But then saya kena cari kerja lain. So adakah difficult atau tidak? Difficult kalau korang baru nak start belajar. Contoh macam saya pro ke arah cybersec tapi saya intern dalam web development. So kalau saya nak fresh grad sebagai untuk masuk dalam cybersec tak ada masalah pun. Janji korang ada experience korang dalam resume tu yang menunjukkan korang memang ada bakat dan skills dalam cybersec. Itu je.
Macam join CTF apa semua lah.
Macam tu. Contohnya so intern tu contoh kalau korang dapat intern sebagai IT development, korang pun boleh juga macam bagi idea dekat company tu dalam bahagian security kalau korang nak. Macam tu, itu bonus lah untuk korang. So company tu akan macam seronok lah sebab korang boleh bagi idea baru. Jawab tak?
Menjawab. InsyaAllah. Ni, maybe. Do employers expect interns to know a lot of stuff? Macam mana ni? Khwarizmi? Boleh try jawab.
Macam ni tau. I know much of the freshmen korang memang macam mana, korang terlalu expect macam kita masuk intern ni kita kena tahu everything. Diorang takkan ajar. No, korang just the first step on your industry. So korang perlu ada knowledge. That knowledge is important. But then diorang tak akan suruh macam korang baru masuk, okay kau tolong buat semua network ni. Kita orang nak kau buat. No, diorang takkan macam tu. Diorang just slowly train you and then go for next level slowly. That's how the way industrial training works. You need to have the knowledge but then diorang akan ajar. Jangan terlalu expect macam kita perlu ada semua benda. Kalau kita nak masuk syarikat ni, kita kena, kalau syarikat ni contoh buat game, kita kena tahulah macam mana nak buat model game ni, macam mana kita nak gerakkan objek tu, macam mana kita semua macam mana semua kita yang kena buat. No. Korang kena faham dekat dalam tu korang ada sedang belajar dan korang akan diajar. Tapi korang dah ada knowledge daripada university. That's the industrial training. Okay, menjawab soalan tak?
Menjawab. Cerita ni. Okay, maybe soalan ni how to secure a work from internship. Okay, second last question lah. How to secure a work from internship. Kak Amira ke Kak Ain?
Secure a work after internship. Maksudnya
from the internship company kot. Dia surat masuk. Terus kita intern tempat tu, kita kerja tempat tu.
Kalau yang memang nak terus dapat kerja lepas dapat internship, jadi waktu cari internship tu korang kena cari company yang better cari company private yang kecil, maksudnya yang perlukan orang. Maksudnya macam saya mesin niaga memang kebetulan time tu ada staff berhenti, ada staff resign, jadi dapatlah adalah peluang untuk diserap untuk join company tu sebab kekurangan orang IT dan kekurangan staff. Jadi kebiasaannya macam tu lah. Jadi kalau yang biasa tak diserap tu macam company besar, macam ada certain company yang memang dia bagi tahu siap-siap untuk intern je. Dia takkan serap masuk. Macam biasanya Petronas ataupun Khazanah, apa nama penuh dia? Khazanah Nasional. Dia biasa dia ambil intern tapi dia tak offer.
Masuk lah.
Kebiasaan yang macam tu yang company besar lah. Macam GLC macam tu. Kira kalau
saya nak tambah point. Kenapa company besar tak terus ambil pelajar intern? Okay, so the answer is sebab korang tak dapat lagi result LI last semester. Ini bukan sebab company besar tak nak ambil tau. Diorang ada prosedur, HR akan semak result penuh dan diorang juga nak yang transkrip penuh. Itu isu company besar. So korang kena tunggulah selepas dapat result, insyaAllah dalam minggu depan result akan keluar dan boleh dapat transkrip penuh. Company kecil, diorang tak kisah, diorang tak tengok benda tu. Sebab tu diorang ambil. Company kecil, macam mana nak tahu nama company tu, company besar, company kecil? It's a sendirian berhad. Kalau ada perkataan sendirian berhad tu memang small company. Kalau berhad saja dia lebih besar daripada sendirian berhad. Kalau tak ada berhad, dia lagi bigger than berhad. Okay. Kan diorang tak nak ambil tapi sebab korang tak cukup lagi transkrip penuh. Itu je. Lepas ni lepas minggu depan dah dapat result LI, dah boleh dapat dah transkrip penuh daripada BPA apply. So bukan sebab diorang tak nak ambil company, bukan sebab tak nak ambil student tau. Tapi sebab memang formality HR, tak kisah. Company besar pun, government, memang macam tu. Diorang akan tengok yang final result yang penuh. Itu SOP mereka. Sebab diorang company besar kan, kalau dah ada banyak candidates, kenapa dia nak ambil orang yang belum habis lagi pengajian. So that's the reason lah. Saya rasa banyak sebenarnya soalan ni saya boleh jawab tapi tak apalah, saya beri je peluang kat korang jawab. Yang evaluation jangan risau sangat sebab saya akan bagi tahu semua. Masa nanti dalam minggu lebih kurang lah early semester, you will have a LI punya briefing lah from PLIMG and also from faculty. So from faculty tu biasanya based on programs lah saya akan bagi talk. So don't worry about that one. Yang ini tanya lebih kepada experience lah. Just want to highlight about the skills. Do not wait until your final year or do not wait until internship baru nak belajar enhance skills. Sebab tu saya encourage you all masuk apa-apa competition, masuk online training. Jangan duduk masa mid semester relax betul, tak buat apa-apa. Betul, korang stres tapi kena adalah buat something masa mid semester break supaya by the end korang nak apply LI, korang ada something untuk ditulis dalam resume. Ada case pelajar yang bila saya tanya apa yang korang buat, jangan pilih buat leadership letak 5 star, 4 star tapi korang tak ada pembukti program-program yang menunjukkan korang adalah leadership 5 star. Korang rate diri korang hebat tau. Management 4 star. Pasal apa lagi korang letak. Tapi tak ada supporting. Apa yang korang buat? Penganjuran tak ada, involve tak ada. Lepas tu rate diri sendiri 5, 5 dari 5. Benda tu sebenarnya bila saya semak resume, saya tengok apa yang korang involve. So that's why I encourage even the new ISAC committee juga untuk join hari ini supaya korang lebih expose lah, didedahkan lebih awal lah. Bukan suka-suka hati pegang jawatan tu rasa satu beban. Okay, sebenarnya banyak orang belajar bila pegang jawatan dan it's a part of you to include in your resume. Banyak benda nanti korang boleh include. Tak adalah nanti bila resume, bila nak mohon LI, tak ada benda nak letak kecuali result je. Lepas tu kalau result perform sangat pun tak apa. Kalau result pun tak okey. So benda ni penting lah. So please polish your skills. Ada orang kata saya langsung tak ada skills, tipulah. Kalau you tak ada skill, you tak masuk universiti. You ada skills tapi you tak acknowledge. You need to identify what is your skills and polish it up. Dan kita tahu lah apa skills computer science yang perlu ada. Okay, I think that's it from me.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you Dr. Sakina. I think ada question in the Padlet already been answered from our 3 speakers just now. I think okay. So I think we can end our session. Before we end our session, maybe we can take photo together. Is it okay for everyone?
Okay.
Okay. So maybe in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes for all to open the camera. Sepul. Dr. Farid. Ada juga Dr. Farid. Assalamualaikum Dr.
Alhamdulillah.
Macam mana nak ni? Large ke tadi? Ni large.
Dekat together mode tu, sebelah Dr. Farid siapa?
Sebelum tu Farid.
Kalau you all klik together mode.
Together mode. Sebelum tu Farid Oh, tak tahu. First year Akmal Siapa nama dia?
Tak respon pula dia.
Yes, saya Akmal.
Itulah student sendiri pun tak kenal ni. First year
First year.
First year semua online.
First year.
Kalau dulu boleh kenal muka ISA, sekarang ni tak kenal
Commercial One.
Banyak. Doktor, dia orang masuk ni bila doktor?
Tahun depan je lah ISA ni.
Kesiannya korang.
Aduh.
Tak apa.
Okay, ada lagi ke yang buka kamera?
Yang lelaki, join lah yang lelaki. Nak pakai apa ke tayap? Cari songkok ke?
Imran. Mana Imran? Itu Imran.
Yang lelaki be gentleman. On lah kamera. Janganlah selalu ke belakang je. Lelaki selalu lah leadership. Kena selalu ke depan.
Pada Izzat. Okay. Everyone is ready? Oh, ke ada lagi? Oh, ada lagi. Macam mana snipping tu?
Banyak sharing bagus hari ni.
Wah, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Bagus. Tadi yang masa tadi mention di Khwarizmi mention tadi, show your eagerness to learn more ni kan. Bagus kalau bila buat internship ni selalu pegang buku and pen, catat.
Okay.
Betul.
Betul.
Sebab benda tu bila orang tengok effort kita, macam benefit tu akan untuk diri sendiri. Kalau kita buat, nanti later on kita yang dapat sendiri. So important lah kalau benda tu.
Okay. Semua dah ready ke rasanya? Dah kot. Ke nak ada lagi? Okay. Satu, jap. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next. Freestyle.
Angkat tangan je lah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think that's all. Okay, thank you for joining. Kalau ada kekurangan, silap dan salah, mohon dimaafkan. Okay, thank you for all.